What's up, you guys? Today I am going to show you how I made my own little pin board for my office. I've been wanting to do this for a long time actually, and I could not find a bulletin board to do so figured it out though. I'm just going to walk you through the steps that I went through to make this, all that kind of stuff, where I bought stuff, yeah. But yeah, so if you want to figure out how I made it and you want to make your own, then keep on watching. Okay, so to start out, I did not know where to buy a bulletin board. Now, I have tried those little wire boards before that have like, they almost look like screens or something, and this was before those like were being sold, and so I ended up buying it on eBay, and I bought one that was way too big and way too heavy, and so it didn't work out. And then I contemplated just doing like Polaroids or photos, and I didn't like that because it's just difficult and you need clothespins and it's just too much. So I decided to do the pin board, which is like basically like Pinterest in the flesh. So yeah, and so sorry if I'm looking this way a lot, it's because I'm like looking at it. But so yeah, I decided to do it about a week ago, and I went and checked Michael's and like a lot of other craft stores looking for a big cork board that was not framed because I liked the look of it without a frame, and I could not find this anywhere. They had ones that were like way smaller that I could have stacked like next to each other and done like 4 little cubes, but of course I wasn't into that. So I just found this big one from Michael's, but I decided to just paint it because I figured I wanted to look like one whole piece and not like something that's framed. So I just went to Michael's and I bought a bunch of this plain gray acrylic paint. I googled about what kind of paints to use, and essentially it doesn't really matter as long as the contrast of the board and your color is not too great. So if you're using a white on your cork board, you're going to see the holes a lot more, which is not ideal. But yeah, so I just went with the gray because my room has a lot of whites already. So I used this gray color from Michael's, and then I just painted one full coat of paint over the whole thing, including the frame and the cork board. I let that dry, and then I did a second coat, and then I let that dry again, and then I came back thinking I was going to be done, and it looked terrible. So I did one last coat, and I turned my heater on in my room and I blow dried it and basically blasted it to dry really quickly. So once it was dry, I decided to hang it up. I decided to put it above my computer because it was a perfect space for it, and it's where I do a lot of my work. So I had Arthur be the gentleman that he is and help me hang it, and basically it kind of fit perfectly. But once we got it hung, I decided to pin some pictures on it. Now, the pictures that I got off my Pinterest actually, and I went through my Pinterest and found the photos that I find myself loving the most. I also went to a few of my favorite YouTubers, Instagrammers, Instagram pages, and pulled some photos that I love from their page. So, and then I went to my local like Walgreens and had them print them out, and yeah, and then I just sort of organized them as randomly as I possibly could. I'm gonna go through my Pinterest in the next week and sort of grab some more photos that I'm really loving, and we'll throw them up there. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with how it turned out. I think it looks really good, and it makes me happy when I look at it. And it's got all the photos that I think just describe like what I want to be and who I want to be, and it's very inspiring. And I threw some photos of me and Arthur up there too, of course, because duh. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little DIY. So make sure you please subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!